Let's talk online gambling. Now, according to Iscomunicato, online gambling is any kind of gambling that is done through the internet. And this industry has seen a rapid rise in the Philippines over the recent years. And according to PAGCOR, in 2023, the GGR of online gambling was valued at 58.16 billion pesos. And in 2024, that number has almost increased to three times of the amount at 154.51 billion pesos. Now, additionally, a study by Capstone Intel that out of 2,000 people, which range from the ages of 18 to 24, stated that 64% of them admitted to online gambling. Now, this topic is personal to me because, as mentioned earlier, there are many people in my age group that are affected, and there are many people that I know that have been affected negatively by online gambling. Now, let's move on and look at what the specific goals in the Philippine Development Plan that are being affected by online gambling. Now, first of all, it's Chapter 3, to reduce vulnerabilities and protect purchasing power. Now, because online gambling can lead to addiction, especially if you do it a lot of times, uh, it can reorient your priorities of where you should put your money. And because of that, people are plunged into debts. Their families are affected. Their financial ability to sustain their families are affected. And it can reduce their financial resources as a whole because of that. Now, if you want to know more about the personal experiences of people who have been in online gambling addictions, you should go watch Off the Record at youtube.com. Let's move on. For Chapter 14, to practice good governance and improve bureaucratic efficiency. Now, the prevalence of online gambling in the Philippines is reflective of the government and their policies surrounding this. And it is common because you can see that almost everywhere you go, in websites or on the road, there are online gambling ads. So these ads tend to encourage people who are already curious about the practice of online gambling to plunge themselves deeper into it and run the risk of becoming addicted or running into debt and all those negative things about online gambling. Now, additionally, uh, there has been a bill that has been announced at the Senate, but the Bill 47, which is the Anti-Online Gambling Act, which bans all kinds of online gambling in all its forms. And although it has been passed as it has not been passed as a bill yet, so there are still some steps in order to address the issue of online gambling in the Philippines. Now, next, what are the steps that as a Filipino and as a person inspired by Marcos and Chua to combat this problem? So, for me, if you see something, say something. Now, if I see someone that is trying or at least curious about online gambling, the best I can do is inform them instead of doing nothing. And if there are people who are deep into online gambling, yes, I will still try to make an effort to talk to them and inform them of the possible risks of online gambling. Even those small things are considered progress against the proliferation of gambling addiction in the Philippines. So you can do your part and I can do mine. Now, what are the specific good citizenship values that we must apply in this process of handling online gambling? First of all is the good value citizenship of order. Basically, it means first things first. What are the things that you should prioritize first before resorting to gambling? So people tend to see gambling as a way of easy money. Well, prioritize what are the better ways to earn more to earn money that is sustainable rather than gambling, since gambling is risky and can incur negative effects on you and the people around you. Next is the value of work. Now, as mentioned earlier, online gambling is not a sustainable form of income, and in this value, it basically means that the work you put will be the rewards that you will get. So, in order to have a more sustainable income, you should focus on having on what kind of jobs you should get instead of gambling, which can, as mentioned earlier, incur risks basically. So the last one is concern for family and future generations. Now, people who are plunged into debt because of online gambling, they are not only ones affected. The people who are affected are there are more people that are affected, which are their friends, their families, their loved ones. And in being a responsible person, you should not invest your money into things that, well, are risky. You should instead invest it in people that you care about. If you can invest it in yourself properly, then you should at least invest it in the people you care about. Thank you. And that has been my short video on online gambling.